What is going on today, guys? So today I want to talk about how you could get better crosshair placement within Rainbow Six Siege. So to start things off, you want to go into your settings, go to options, and then go to matchmaking preferences. You're going to turn on either elimination or disarm bomb. Either or is fine, or both. But the main thing you want to focus on here is headshots only. You need to have headshots only on. This is the most important part, is to have headshots only on. And then for the maps, it's really up to you. It's personal preference. But the main thing here is make sure you have headshots only on, right? Once you have headshots only on, load into the training ground, and then you're going to choose whoever you're most comfortable with, or maybe someone that you would, like to work on more. It doesn't matter the operator. But at first, so especially if your crosshair placement's really bad and you tend to aim down here, this is gonna help to adjust that crosshair placement so it's a lot better. Because if you hit the body, it won't deal any damage and it won't kill the enemy. So this will force you to have to go around and only hit the head, which naturally makes you aim upwards a lot more. And eventually you'll just be able to have better crosshair placement to where it's always at head level, just because by doing this, you naturally are adjusting your crosshairs to be at head level, because that's the only way you are able to kill the enemy, is by getting headshots. And this is the way I personally use to better my crosshair placement. Every time I got on the game, every time I booted it up, I would do a warm-up, and my warm-up would consist of playing this here, the training grounds, with headshots only on, in either elimination or disarm bomb. And I would just run around and hit headshots. And at first it's going to be difficult, especially if you have really, really bad crosshair placement and you're constantly aiming at the ground. It's going to be hard because you're not going to be hitting those headshots as consistently, since you're not used to aiming higher. But over time, once you do it multiple times, you pretty much every time you play, if you want it to be effective and you want it to actually work, then you have to do this consistently. You will not get better crosshair placement overnight. It just won't happen. This is something that you're going to have to do on a daily, well, I wouldn't say daily, but at least every time you play basis. And if you play the game on a daily basis, then even better. Then that means you're going to be doing this on a daily basis, which will help you get better crosshair placement a lot faster. So yeah, this is one of the best ways to improve your crosshair placement and get a lot more accurate of crosshair placement. The second way of doing it, which you could also include, and you could do both of them. So you could maybe start with the training grounds with headshots only on, go through that a few times with a couple different operators, and then you can move over to the shooting range, right? So then we load into the shooting range here, and in the shooting range, you're going to be doing pretty much the same thing. But this time it's going to be on, instead of actual targets that are shooting back, it's just going to be, little bot thingies that just kind of move back and forth. So these are the options that I personally have on. I have my round duration on 60 seconds, my target type on dummy, my target health on 100%, my headshot only is on, which this again is the most important part, is to have headshot only on. This is going to be the way you're going to get better crosshair placement, is by having this headshot only on. So again, this is the most important part. Then you're gonna have maximum targets on 4, target move speed random, target distance random, and then infinite magazine ammo on. Really, at the end of the day, everything here is personal preference other than the headshot only. You need to have the headshot only on. Everything else could be personal preference, but I would recommend using what I run, because it'll be one of the most challenging ways you could do it, which in return will allow you to have better crosshair placement. Just click begin, and you're just going to go along shooting these bots. And at first it's going to be a lot hard. It's going to be pretty hard. You won't have the best accuracy. You won't be able to effectively kill a lot of them, and I would focus more on just being accurate instead of shooting multiple targets. So essentially you want to go over, like you want quality over quantity in a sense, right? You want to focus on being as accurate as possible compared to getting the most amount of, crazy amount of bot kills, but yet your accuracy isn't the best. So you're just going to keep doing this, shooting the heads. Until it ends. And then you're going to keep doing that over and over again, using different operators. You could choose any one of the attackers, any one of the defenders. I would go for like your most played operators, go through them first, and then kind of you could go over to the operators you don't play as much. But personally, that's how I do it. I use my most played operators with the guns I use the most, just because that's what I feel like that's what I'm using the most, so I should be practicing that the most. But yeah, doing this along with the training rounds over and over again, like I said, pretty much every single time you play the game will allow you to have better crosshair placement. It will force you to naturally build the habit of aiming higher, because you have to hit those headshots in order to kill the enemy, in order to eliminate the bots. You need to be hitting consistent headshots if you want to be successful, and over time that develops better crosshair placement that'll force you to naturally just be always aiming higher. And with that, you'll go from having very, very poor crosshair placement and always aiming down to always aiming higher, and it'll just be like natural instinct after a while. Even no matter what you're doing, you'll always be aiming higher. It'll just be second nature, just by doing these two things consistently. But that's what it takes. It takes consistency. You need to be doing it multiple times, every time you play, and you have to be dedicated to doing it. And if you are dedicated and you really put the time in, you will see results and you'll have a lot better crosshair placement. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. I just want to go over tips to get better crosshair placement and ways that I personally used to get better crosshair placement, and the way that I find most effective to be able to do it, which would be the training grounds, headshots only on, and shooting range, headshots only on. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, then please give the video a like, and if you guys want more content like this, then please subscribe to the channel. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and yeah.